Hello, boys and girls. Guess what? Tonight's the season 2 finale. Nah, don't be sad. We'll go out with one of my favorites. Well, let's get on with tonight's gory story, shall we? And it's about a woman who tries to bring her son back from the dead. I call this one Bobby.
There was a woman named Suzanne who lived in an old house on a cliff overlooking the sea. She was divorced from her husband. Suzanne had been deeply depressed ever since her son Bobby drowned. She was devastated by the loss and felt like she couldn't go on. As time went by, Suzanne began reading books about black magic and Satanism. The more she read, the more she became immersed in the world of the occult. It was like an addiction. She came across a spell that was supposed to be able to resurrect the dead. And one dark night, she drew a pentagram on the floor of her living room. Lighting some black candles, she stood in the middle of the pentagram at the stroke of midnight. She read aloud from an ancient Satanistic book.
Come fulfill my desire and do my bidding in accordance with my will. I conjure thee in the name of Satan, to whom all evil is obedient, by which name the earth is overthrown, the seas turn to black, the ground shudders, fire is quenched, and all host of things in heaven and hell do tremble. Lucifer, Prince of Darkness, return my son who drowned by accident. Return him to me now, I command thee.
And afterwards she blew out the candles. She collapsed to her knees and began to weep. And all of a sudden she heard a faint scratching at her front door. Cautiously, she walked over to the door and listened. The scratching grew louder.
Who's there?
And there was a long silence, and then she heard a voice whisper,
Mommy?
Suzanne opened the door and she was shocked to see a small boy crouched on the doorstep. He was soaking wet and shivering and very cold.
Bobby, it's you. It's really you.
She hurried and brought him inside and put a towel around him, trying to warm him up. His teeth were chattering and his hands were shaking.
I was so lonely and desolate without you, Bobby. Where were you? What happened?
I remember water. Cold water. And I couldn't breathe. I woke up and I couldn't remember who I was. I walked and I walked in the rain. These people found me and they took me in. And I didn't know if I was alive or dead.
You're alive, Bobby. You're really alive.
Was I a good boy, Mommy?
Of course you were a good boy.
Did you love me, Mommy?
I do love you, from the bottom of my heart.
Were you nice to me, Mommy?
Of course I was.
Bobby stared at her. It was a mean, angry stare, and there was a spiteful smirk on his face. It frightened Suzanne.
I want to play a game with you, Mommy. Hide and seek.
And all of a sudden he raced upstairs. All the lights in the house went out.
Bobby, what are you doing? Where are you?
There was no answer.
Bobby, stop this. I want you to come right back here. Bobby, please don't do this to Mommy. Bobby, for the last time, what are you doing?
Just then she heard a boy's voice coming from the darkness.
Aren't you glad the lights are out, Mommy? It makes the game more fun.
You're gonna hurt yourself in the dark.
Suzanne cautiously walked upstairs, feeling her way in the darkness. When she got to the top, she looked around, straining her eyes to see.
Stop this now. You're making Mommy very angry.
And all of a sudden the door burst open and Bobby was standing there, crackling like a maniac. In his hand, he held a long, sharp kitchen knife.
Let's play hide and seek now, Mommy.
Suzanne recoiled in horror. Backing away, she tripped and went tumbling down the stairs. When she landed at the bottom, she looked up and saw her son coming down the stairs with a knife raised above his head.
You lied, Mommy. Bobby didn't really drown by accident. You knew that. Bobby drowned himself. He couldn't stand the way you treated him, and he killed himself. Just to get away from you. Don't you see? Bobby didn't want to come back, Mommy. No. Bobby hates you, Mommy. He didn't want to come back.
So he sent me instead.
Just then there was a flash of lightning and it lit up the house. For one terrible moment, Suzanne saw the face of the thing that had come back instead of Bobby.
What did you think of that one, kiddos? Were you scared? Thanks so much for making Season 2 such a blast. I'll be back later this year with Season 3. Don't forget to give me a review on Apple Podcasts and follow me over on Instagram at MrCemetery. Enjoy your summer, and I will see you real soon. Do you know what goes turn on in the summer? The scare conditioner. Until next time, kiddos, remember to stay spooky.